All right, so this is gonna be a quick video, man. But I like watching Hoops Tonight by Jason Tempt, and real good content creator. He knows his stuff about basketball. But he said something in this video that I always have a problem with when it comes to the NBA and how people talk and adjust teams, especially during the regular season, but mostly towards the playoffs. He just said some key points, man. I'm gonna let him talk, and I'm gonna chime in on it.
Don't really think it's worth it yet to have any sort of sweeping declaration about any team, right? And in general, like, have you heard the expression cooler heads prevail? That's kind of the way that I feel like we should all act as fans during the NBA regular season. Like, after a big win, talk yourself down from it. After a big loss, talk yourself up from it. Try to stay even keel because that 82 can be ridiculous. Schedule losses are a huge part of it. There were so many schedule losses last week. Like the Clippers beat the shit out of the Kings one night after they had this super emotional comeback win versus the Warriors. The Lakers got shellacked on the tail end of a back-to-back in Oklahoma City. I think it ended up being the Warriors beating the Clippers on the second night of a back-to-back. Like, the schedule plays a big role. There's so many different things that can manipulate regular season results. And so in general, just try to pay attention to the basketball and pay attention to specific trends taking place on the court. Next question. Thanks for all your analysis on games and teams.
Okay, so first of all, just get this out the way. The reason why the Lakers got shellacked by the Thunder is because the Thunder are a better team than the Lakers, especially right now. He talked about overreacting right there, and he talked about, what it is when you watch a team and the importance of not overreacting to those teams during the regular season. Make some good points, man. You feel me? It's a long season, and a lot of times, a lot of fans tend to overreact. But my problem with this situation is that a lot of analysts and a lot of people talk about basketball when they see teams like the Los Angeles Lakers, for example. Since the beginning of the season, we've been tallied and ballyhooed about being such a great team that's probably going to, you know, be in the finals or contend with the Denver Nuggets. And truth be told, that's how they marketed this team. But that's how they market this team every year. And every year you see that the team honestly sometimes gets worse, sometimes it gets better, but pretty much stays the same. My list for the Lakers is like this, like it's 15, 20 games into the season. Truth be told, they're mid. They're a mid ass team, and that's just the reality of it. They're not that good defensively. They're not that good offensively. Honestly, they're not one of the top four teams in the NBA. And the disappointing part about that is that that's how they market it to us. Oh my gosh, Austin Reeves resigned. LeBron looks like third year Bron. He's so awesome. Anthony Davis has something to prove this year. Rui Hachimura resigned on a team friendly deal. D'Lo, he's tradable. So you get all this, hype to start the season off. But then when you actually watch the team, you start to understand that they're the same team they've been. They reshuffle, grab a whole new roster. They keep, LeBron and AD, put a whole new roster around them. It doesn't work. They reshuffle, do the same thing. Now they're already talking about trading D'Angelo Russell and pretty much doing a mid-season reshuffle like we did last year. Honestly, I'm just tired of this shit. You feel me? And it's not even emotional. It's just from an analytical perspective. When you look at the team, if you're actually watching the games, the Lakers they're just not that good, bro. They're really not. They're an okay team. Like you can say they're good, but they're not great. If you're watching NBA, the Denver Nuggets, let's just start off there, are they just remind me of the 2016 Warriors, man. If it wasn't for injury and if they really cared, I know Jokic probably doesn't, but that team is built to be good enough to go on a 72 and 9 run. Is it 70? 73-9. They honestly can go 74-8 if they wanted to. They could beat the Golden State Warriors record if they wanted to push themselves that hard. They could have beaten the Golden State Warriors record. I don't think they can now, but to start off the season. And I know Murray got hurt, but they're a great team. They're that good. You get me? The Lakers are just a team. The the Denver Nuggets are championship caliber. The Boston Celtics are a championship caliber team. The Milwaukee Bucks are a championship caliber team. The Minnesota Timberwolves appear, and I get it because they're fresh, but they appear to be a championship caliber team. And they'll probably be that consistent throughout the season. The 76ers look like they can potentially be a championship caliber team. Not going to say that because I've seen how, Embiid impelled themselves in the playoffs last year. But you have 6 teams or 5 teams that I would probably pick over the Los Angeles Lakers, over the Golden State Warriors. And this goes for Warriors fans too. Warriors, you guys are done. Klay Thompson, honestly, he fell off, and that was pretty much you guys' last hope. You guys have no big. And the big reason why I think the Lakers don't have enough, although everybody talks about guard play and Reeves and, D'Lo not fitting, truth be told, they really just need a center. I like Christian Wood. He's cool, man, but he's not a lockdown defender. I like Jackson Hayes. He's too young. He probably won't get no playoff time. Too wet behind the ears. The Lakers need a real center. They need a true real center that can actually play starting minutes and play defense and actually give Nikola Jokic a run for his money. If you're not paying attention to the league, it's a center's league. Oh, but it's only Embiid and Jokic. It doesn't matter because Jokic is on the best team and he's going to be on the best team for a few years. You have to go through Jokic to get a championship. That's the only way. You're going to have to go through Jokic if you want to hold up that Larry O'Brien trophy. That being said, whether you say, oh, they don't need it for the regular season or not, you're going to need a center to compete with him. Anthony Davis is not a center. And that's the biggest part with this team and how they build it. They refuse to listen to Anthony Davis because he tells you time and time again he's a power forward. Now, if you look at his build, if you look at his legs, and look how he's built, he looks like a point guard who just had a massive growth spurt. This dude is not a center. He's nowhere near the weight of Nikola Jokic or Joel Embiid. Did you see the blowout that the Lakers had? And sure, it was mostly in the fourth quarter, but did you guys see that blowout? Anthony Davis has no business guarding those boys. And it's going to be even worse in the playoffs. So pay attention to stuff like that and understand you need somebody bigger than Anthony Davis. Christian Wood is not bigger than Anthony Davis. Neither is Jackson Hayes. You need a real center. Otherwise, you're going to lose to the Denver Nuggets. And honestly, you're probably going to lose to the Denver Nuggets either way because the Lakers do not appear to be a championship caliber team. And all the hype about how, Anthony Davis and LeBron are top 5 players. No, they're not. They're not top 5 players in this league. Not today. They're not. I don't think they're top 10 players. You feel me? LeBron's defense is honestly, I don't even want to get into all of that, but no. And the reason why that's vital is because analysts, this isn't a Jason Tim thing, but analysts like to talk about teams like the Lakers as if they have this shot to win a championship. But if you're really watching these games, they have no shot. And that's the unfortunate truth. Because I thought they would. On paper, they look like they should. The chemistry, the ball movement, and the way that LeBron James plays, honestly, they is the reason why they're not going to win a championship. They cannot win playing that LeBron, Oscar Robertson 2.0 style of basketball. They're just not going to be a team as big, as dominant, and as good from all parts of the floor as the Denver Nuggets. It's just going to be impossible for them to get that done. And I bring that up because being a Laker, And if you like watching the Lakers, you understand that it's always championship or bust. So I just don't like it when analysts they compare these teams. I heard somebody say something. We were watching the Kings. Who were they playing? The Kings Pelicans game earlier, and the dude on there was like, "Yeah, you know the Sacramento Kings and the Pacers. They look like they could." And then he like got quiet. He's like, "Yeah, they look like a real legit. They look like a real legit team to what? To do what? Win a championship? No, they don't. Not if you're watching basketball. I mean, the Sacramento Kings probably have a better chance than the Lakers. I mean, they're kind of young, but they probably do. But no, they don't. What are the Pelicans gonna do this year? They're not gonna hoist that trophy. Are you gonna? Were you trying to say they're gonna make it to the playoffs? Cool. But if you're like a Laker fan, or if or a Laker, we don't give a fuck about playoff appearances. The only thing that matters is holding up the trophy. That's how I analyze everything when I watch the NBA. Can that team win or not? Not, I mean, when you're in a winning position, of course. Not, oh well, look at the extra guy they picked up, or what holes do they need to fill? What's the point of filling holes if it's not going to get the job done at the end of the day? If it's not going to end in you winning the championship, what are you filling holes in for? Quick fixes, trading draft picks to get somebody to potentially be the third seed. That type of stuff doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter over here, at least in my opinion. And so when analysts talk like that, I just kind of look at it like, no, it's not overreacting, but it's really looking at the team for what it is, and not a winner. The Denver Nuggets are that dominant, and I hate to say it because honestly, you know, it's the Denver Nuggets, but they're that dominant, bro. The Boston Celtics are that dominant, and Jason Tatum looked like he's gonna get over that hump. Even if he doesn't, they have way more than enough talent to pretty much just get them to the finals. And bar some distraction or some catastrophe, like like Jokic having a heart attack, or freaking Jason Tatum getting his head cut off in the middle of a basketball game or something like that. Bar some nonsense. These teams aren't losing. Giannis' leg getting cut off or some shit. Like, so unless some miracle injury happens, what reality does the Los Angeles Lakers get to the finals and win a championship and beat all those teams? It'll take a miracle injury or something. And sure, that can happen. Yes, it can happen. But to be honest with you, if it did happen, I'd still be disappointed because yet again it'll be looking like LeBron James wins another championship and somehow something fugazi happened that led to it. And sure, injuries you can't control that, deaths or anything like that. You can't control any of that. I wouldn't say it's his fault, but it's like, bro, I want to see LeBron, and I think it would be dope to see LeBron James battle through the Denver Nuggets, have to battle through who else? The Minnesota Timberwolves or whoever else you got to go through in the West, beat them single. Well, I don't want to say single handedly, but beat them solemnly, knock them out, and then walk and dominantly get yourself to the championship, and then play whatever juggernaut you got to play out the East. I want to see LeBron James get his chip. And I'm talking about a legitimate, certified, this is mine. You can't take nothing away. You can't make no excuses. You can't say a Draymond Green kick. You can't say a Ray Allen 3. You can't say a lockdown season. And you can't say a COVID bubble chip. Really get a championship. I get it, he's 39, but really get that chip. I think he could do it. We got to see, though. I don't want to see Luck, four-leaf clover, having to do something with his championship. I'm tired of seeing that. That's just my 2 cents on it. But, yeah, the way the Lakers look now, they're just, how are they winning? Where? They don't have team chemistry like that, which they should. They don't have a defense like that. Austin Reeves looked like he forgot how to play half the time. D'Angelo Russell, I don't know what he's doing. Honestly, AD was dominant last year. What happened before the playoffs, and then he fell off. And I'm starting to see that the reason why is because it's the way that LeBron played. I really don't think Anthony Davis and LeBron mesh together. Their styles of play. I really think that's why Anthony Davis be so inconsistent. A lot of people just won't say it, but LeBron's style of play, he's just too ball dominant sometimes, man. It's hard to get a rhythm. Like I'm looking at these players, they're standing in the corner, ready to shoot a three, but they've never done that their whole careers. They've been getting their own buckets or moving within an actual offense. And I want to see the NBA go back to actual offense because that drive and kick shit ain't really offense to me. That's just it's nice, but it's not true offense like how it used to be in the 2000s, the 2010s. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion, man. What do you guys think? I just thought he had some interesting points. He goes on to talk more about the Lakers, but I think I talked long enough, man. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video, man. Thanks for watching.